I had no idea on budgeting. Like, I didn't know what that was. I just walk on the streets and I just see something nice. I'm like, okay, I gotta have that. I see it, I want it, I touch it, I buy it. You know what I mean? You know so I'm just going all out. The clubs, the bars, parties, everything. Hey guys, my name is Mena and welcome back to my YouTube channel. First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone who has liked, shared, and most especially subscribed to my YouTube channel. You give me so much motivation to create new content for you guys. And if you haven't watched my video, please check the description. I will put the link down below. Don't forget to. So I talked to a few of my friends and then they suggested I made a video about my uni experiences. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to make a list of things I wish I knew before starting university. Yeah. Coming from a sheltered environment, some experiences came as a shock to me. I had a curfew. I could go to some places and I couldn't. You know what I mean? And I was relatively young, so obviously I'll have wanted to explore some things that I obviously couldn't because I was under the care of my parents. And now I'm out and about. And I must say, uni is real life. Uni is where everything starts. Honestly, it has been quite difficult for me, but I must say I am a work in progress. I will adapt, and as you can see, I'm still alive, still standing. I'm the goat, man. I'm the goat. Everybody watch out. I had no idea on budgeting. Like, I didn't know what that was. I walk on the streets and I just see something nice. I'm like, okay, I gotta have that. I see it, I want it, I touch it, I buy it. You know what I mean? You know the vibes. And then for some people it's food, but for me it was like makeup, clothes, shoes, bags, weaves, oh my, wigs, all those things that I took screenshots of while I was in high school. I'm just like, okay, you know what, I gotta buy it all. And then I really didn't understand the dynamics of money, so I was just really spending. And then before I got into school, I had money from my dad, money from my aunt, money from like different kinds of people. So I never had that kind of money in cash or like to my disposal. So I'm just like, you know what? Buy everything I've always wanted. And it was dumb shit, honestly. And then you look and it's like the middle of the month and you have no money in your account and you're like, bruh. How did that happen? And that was it for me, honestly. So over time, it happened to me once, happened to me twice, and then the third time I'm just like, you have to open your mind and borrow yourself brain, because you can't continue like this. Honestly, it was almost like I had an entrepreneurial trust fund, because anybody I see, I just want to support the person and buy their products. Even if I didn't necessarily need it, I would just still buy. It didn't make any sense, honestly, and so I had to stop. I wish I could manage freedom. Now, before uni, I felt like Rapunzel. I'm like, God, I can't wait to finally leave this house so that I could do anything and everything I've always wanted to do. But when I finally went out, there was actually nothing in it. Why the fuck you lying? Why you? So I'm going to go all out. The clubs, the bars, parties, everything. I was going to participate. Plus no curfew, so why not? Like, why not? Why not? But my first day in uni, I actually just chilled in my room. Like, I'm not going anywhere, because you have to instill some kind of consciousness in you. You have to watch your movements. because remember, now you're responsible for your own safety and you're responsible for everything that happens to you. And then you don't want a situation where something bad happens to you and you have to call your parents to bail you out. That would be so freaking disappointing. So yes, watch your movements and then be true to yourself. You don't have to be coerced to go anywhere. If you don't want to go to a certain place, you really don't have to. Trust me, stay true to yourself. If you know you genuinely don't like going out, then please don't go out. And if you want to go out, but yeah, stay safe. This brings me to my next point: safety. Now remember, no curfew, no parents calling you, where are you coming from, where are you going to,
what time is this? I asked, what time is this?
you can actually just decide to go anywhere. But then remember, you are responsible for your own safety, so you have to stay cautious at all times. Your environment, assess the people around you, and be careful. You see on TV, you see on Instagram, you see on social media, all the things happening around, and then you really don't want to be a victim. You don't want experience to be your teacher at this point. You want to help yourself from other people's experience. Have a backup plan. Hold some backup money, because when the situation gets messy, you have to excuse yourself from it. Now, this isn't only applicable to when you're out in parties. When you're walking on the streets, walking on the road, especially at night, you have to stay strapped. And as people say, there's beauty in numbers. Walk with a friend or 2 or 3, because people get jumped. Many bad things happen to people, especially at night when they're walking alone. So you have to stay strapped at all times. Hashtag stay strapped. In the future, I'll be making more videos concerning safety, so please tune in for that. And with going out, please don't overdo. I know you're excited. These places are really running away.
Hey, take it easy.
Relax.
Please show some class. You don't have to go to the club every time. Please, you don't have to go to the club every time or go to parties every time. Choose your destinations. There are lots of amazing, fantastic places wherever you are, especially in Lagos. There are many experiences to catch up with. There are game arcades, there are restaurants, different types of restaurants. There's the Asian, there's the Lebanese, there's the Mexican. I swear, I think there's like every type of cuisine in Lagos at this point. So when you're going out, please broaden your horizon. You don't have to be at parties and clubs every time. Like, you go to clubs every night and then you forget the sole purpose of you being in school, to get an education. Then you start missing classes. You start just doing horribly at school.
Sit down! I'm your boss! Okay?
And the final thing I wish I knew how to manage were relationships. Now, my lovely Auntie Julia will always tell me to categorize people in my life according to their level of relevance. Now, there are people you like, people you love, people you trust, and people you respect. Now, you might have a family member who you like, but you don't necessarily trust. Meaning, when it's time for business, you don't call the person. You know that you can't relate to the person on a money level, or you know that there's this friend that you have, and then it comes to like a secret. You know you have no business telling this person that secret. So that's the dynamics of having who you like, love, trust, and respect. Now, I knew nothing about that. I just really put everyone in a box, and then I just had crazy expectations for them. And then when they didn't meet those expectations, I just terminate the relationship.
Thank you.
Why did I ever trust you?
I don't know.
I hate you!
Love you.
Get out!
I feel like there are lots of relationships that I would have been able to sustain if I really went through those dynamics. From the depths of my heart, I really apologize to everyone who I have done wrong or haven't given the benefit of doubt and just really terminated our relationship. And then for everyone who has wronged me, I genuinely just let go of all that toxic negative energy from me, because I remember this is a channel of self-improvement, self-growth. So yeah, I let go of all that energy. Now, I have come to the end of my video. I really hope you liked and enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to comment, like, and share. And don't forget, love is the light of your soul. Stay blessed, guys.
Had my life on.